Hello and welcome back to another episode of Shapeless Skyrim. My name is Tori.
My name is Tyler. Today we are going to be looking at 4 mods to visually enhance your PS4 version of Skyrim. I didn't think it was possible. I didn't think we could fix Todd's work, but here we are.
Here we are fixing Todd's miserable pixels.
Mod number 1 is actually a suggested mod by ZOKRN, Zakran. And this mod is Skyrim at 120 field of view, 60 frames per second.
Yeah, so I'm sure some of you out there are going, something's a little bit off in their game right now. And that's because not only are we running at a smoother 60 frames a second, a more stable frame rate, but we also have a field of view of 120, which is giving it a slightly fisheye effect. That's how they accomplished this. But it's giving us a much wider field of view here.
Yeah, so a couple things you'll notice right away is obviously the frames are much smoother. You're going to see some distortion at the ends because we figured, hey, if we're going to go big, we might as well go all the way. 120 is the max field of view, but you can get the 60 FPS mod without a field of view change or with gradually less field of view changes than this drastic 120 we're doing.
Right, and I thought, hey, well, let's go big. I didn't know if I was going to like it, but hey, I actually really like it because one, just watch as I just move around here. I feel like I'm zooming because there's so much stuff on the outskirts that's giving me like a sense of motion. And I think it looks really good.
Just because it's a 60 FPS mod doesn't mean it's going to always lock you at 60. Like that's technically impossible. Like it can't keep you locked at 60. It's going to do its best to keep you around that 60 margin to give you those smoother animations. I didn't think it was possible. Here I am, eating shit in my own words.
Yeah, and it actually works better, I've noticed, even inside more contained arenas, such as once you go into the inner city. So let's hop into Riften and see if you can notice the smoother frames here. So I think even right there, just watching that guard walk, something's just looking a little bit... It's just looking a little bit smoother. It's just keeping you locked at a much more stable frame rate than it was initially. The sense of speed that I'm getting with the 60 frames mixed with this wider field of view is crazy. Like, I feel like I am just zooming around. And hey, someone commented about this mountain thing. I don't know why our mountains disappear, all right? Sorry. It happens.
Sorry, our mountains aren't good enough for you.
The way you get this, if anyone's wondering, is you download the mod, and there is a way you can do it where you can actually keep trophies enabled still, which is, there's like some workarounds that's on the mod page. But basically, if you're not worried about trophies, all you have to do is download the mod. We have it placed very low on our load order. And then I got out of the mod back to the Skyrim home screen, shut the application down, reopened it. And then once I started the game, I just pressed circle. And once it goes to this screen, that is when it'll take effect, and it's just worked ever since.
It just works.
I'm amazed it looks this good, because, we know, we get it. We know, it looks better on PC because you can do all these other mods. Yeah, I'm fully aware of that. We're talking PS4 here. We're talking PS4, and this is a base model PS4.
Yeah, it's screaming right now. You can tell that my PS4 is in extreme pain, but it's still working.
Hey, whatever we got to do to get closer to Todd, maybe this is what it takes.
Maybe this is what it takes. So this is obviously something we are going to keep on the entire episode, and you'll be able to see it in a myriad of environments and just see how fucking great everything's going to look. But Tyler, we had some other mods to make Skyrim look even fucking better today. So I think let's hop into mod number 2.
Why don't we bask in the sunlight of mod number 2?
Tyler, I can tell something else is making Skyrim real sexy here. Can you please tell me what it is? I have to know.
Todd's chest hair.
Oh, it's so good.
But it is actually mod number 2, which is called Improved Shadows and Volumetric Lighting.
Oh, Tyler,
and my God, when they say volumetric lighting, they're not saying, yeah, we'll get a couple more God rays. They're like, how would you like a lot of God rays?
How would you like big God rays? XL God rays?
Like, look at that moon. Like, even the moonlight
is
incredible.
I don't understand how it looks so good, but it really does, like, it just adds like a depth to like what you're seeing.
Look at how great those shadows look at night. It's
Yeah, that's
unreal.
Yeah, it's not just like God rays and fog and the way light is reacting and stuff. It actually like it improves the shadows and stuff too. The one slight issue with this is that the shadows might be slightly misaligned from the sun or light source, but in all my testing, like that pretty much tracks, you know? Like it's
that
not
tracks.
They had to separate shadows from its attached light source to make this happen, but really, I don't think you're going to notice it. Like, if that's the thing in Skyrim that bothered you, is that the shadows are a couple degrees off, look, pal, I'm not quite sure what your deal is.
I'm not quite sure what you want then, but like, you walk into the light, even like another light source, and then you clearly see this harsh shadow cut off.
Yeah, oh my God, Tyler.
It feels like an interior lighting mod in a way that like it clearly represents a light source and then heavily uses that to influence like the world around it. Like there's going to be dark shadows and there's going to be these really light spots. I think this is like one of the best mods we've seen that can accomplish a lighting trick, because this is wicked. And in terms of such a natural feel too, like if you've ever watched Skyrim mod videos on like PC and you've been like, I don't have a PC, but I want my Skyrim to look like that. This is what you want. Like this is what you've been looking for.
It just works.
Even without direct sunlight, the contrast and the shadows, like how they naturally fall even on a cloudy day, look really fucking good.
Yeah, it looks... This is literally the best Skyrim has ever looked on a console. Like,
look at the trees. Like, look at how harsh that contrast is. And in such a way that's not, like, distracting. Like, it looks just good. Like, it looks good.
It looks more photoreal.
Yeah.
Because of how good the lighting is. And, like, yeah, like you were saying, even without directional, it's just like, oh, boy, this is some tasty...
Look at the just harsh contrast between the building and the open sky around it.
Yeah, it's got real good eye feel to it, you know?
Yeah, like my eyes are pretty horned up right now. My eyes are wet.
Ew. So here we are during the late evening here, and you can see like the blooming sun and the way shadows are falling across not only like the backs of the trees and stuff, but like then onto the ground, just adding a much more the feel of it is so much better because it's like a wider depth of like lighting changes and stuff in a much more naturalistic way, and at least in my opinion.
And you just move through the trees, and then there's this beautiful like, this is how much improvement you're going to get just on a normal-ass day in Skyrim, you know, on a Turdos. It's going to look phenomenal. Mod number 1 and 2 paired together is...
Oh, my God, yes.
It's just beautiful. And like we said, you know, if you want a smaller field of view, go for it, you coward.
Go for it, you little cowards. But Tyler, well, since we're putting Skyrim in such a nice little number here, there's one thing that's really bothered me about Skyrim's visuals, and that is how it looks in the northern winter snow-covered regions. So do you have anything that you might be able to give me to help fix that?
Well, I have a mod, but is that what you were asking me?
I guess. Well, Tyler, welcome to the snow.
And welcome to mod number 3. You should be able to pick it apart, but like, it feels so natural, you'll never find it. It's Whiter Snow by Aurllcooljay.
Yes, always coming in with the killer mods. And this one, I was very skeptical, I'll admit, that like, oh, is it just going to be like too bright and whatever? But and
no,
Tyler, we can say this. We're from Minnesota, so we know snow. Snow is pure white like this. If it's the undriven snow, it is like this pure white, almost, if the light's on it, almost a blinding sort of feel. And just walking through, it's like, oh man, yeah, this is right. This feels, it's not that gray snow. Like this feels correct.
I don't know how they got it so wrong in the original game, because it's like blue-gray. With the white, it has that harsh contrast of like snow to rock. Like it looks way better. It doesn't all blend in with each other, and it makes you, oh, now I want to go to the wintry regions because, like, it's so pretty to look at.
And seeing that it's like it almost looked like it's overexposed on a camera or something. Yeah, that's how snow is. Like if there's fresh white snow on the ground, it is blinding because the sun's reflects off it so intensely. It's cloudy right now, so you're getting in one sort of tone. Let me wait for a bright sunny day so you can see the contrast. Fuck.
Whoa.
Another little side stop here. Holy shit.
Damn.
The volumetric shadows and whatever, that is definitely doing a fucking number to make the light coming from the aurora here. Just, Tyler, I feel like a cyberpunk.
I didn't know it actually made the aurora like a light source. Like, it's always kind of been, not really. Let's call a spade. It's not ever really been a light source. Now, with the improved shadows, you're getting a light source.
It's looking real good. Oh man, that's delicious. Okay, now we'll go to a bright day.
To the direct sunlight.
Now you can definitely see, like, bright sunny day. The snow is just pure white, so reflective. Like I don't know if I don't think it actually is reflecting, but because of how pure white it is, it feels incredibly reflective, and it gives you that. It does give you the feeling of if you're in real life walking through a freshly snowed area.
Yeah, for you summer seasonal folks, like when you're in the woods in the winter, like harsh of winter, you have to wear sunglasses because it can get so bright.
Yeah, and this is capturing that feeling so much better than vanilla Skyrim did. Hey, Skyrim ain't never looked better on PS4.
It just works.
Never. I'm telling you, legally, you have to download all 4 mods that we showed off today.
All right, Tyler, we do got one more mod that's going to just help the game look better, and I'm sure eagle-eyed viewers will have noticed it, but I think we should hop over to the final mod of the day.
Let's get into mod number 4.
All right, Tyler, well, that was a quick one. We're right here in mod number 4. Welcome.
It wasn't a quick. It took us forever to get here.
Like, it took us so long. Yeah.
We're here for mod number 4, which is Snow Trees Northern Forests. Now, what this mod is going to do is it adds trees to the snowy regions. It makes them bigger trees, more lush trees, and you see that they all have that like white sprinkle, like they're the winter trees, but there's more. So if you like nature, you'll love this mod. There's more trees. If you
like white trees, boy howdy is this the perfect mod for you, because it's just going to bring more life to the snowy regions, and it's going to add not just trees, but like the correct snowy trees, and make it feel more alive, more lush, more filled out, and with all these like beautiful lighting.
Look down, Tori, like towards where we were walking. Look at that sight line too. Oh my God, who's attacking? Can you stop? Honestly,
really, we don't got time for this right now.
We don't. Like, look at that. This is so. All of the mods today, right now, working in perfect harmony of improved frame rate and field of view, improved lighting, contrast, shadows, whiter snow, and then adding these more lush trees and these more snowy region trees together. That it just works.
It just works.
It really does just work. It like all of them coming together genuinely like massively improve the game. So just for a little bit of variation, I know it's just going to be more snow, but let's hop into a different part of the North region here and see how it's all affected over there.
See how many trees we can pack into this bad boy.
I want more rays. Give me more rays. So now we're way deeper north here, and son of a bitch. Okay, that's just a courier. We're good.
Was he chasing after that deer? Is he trying to deliver a message to that deer?
It has very important business, Tyler.
Okay, yeah, I guess. But
you sound stupid, honestly.
We wanted to cap it off with just look at this beautiful, like even in like the yellowish, like evening hues.
The slightly like cloudy golden hours still in the north here. Oh my God.
And like, while we're not getting like a ton of like rays right now, we already showed you, you're going to get some impressive rays, but you can also get this just impressive detailing and color and contrast. And it just feels good. Look, end of the day, if it feels good, do it.
If it feels good, do it. Except cocaine, don't do that. That one is highly addictive. But yeah.
But I mean, if it feels good, do it.
Don't think. Nope. Don't do cocaine, please.
No, don't do that. But if it feels good, everything is better. It's so smooth with 60 frames. Once again, didn't think it was possible, but really everything in this episode came together. And I think all of them deserve a Todd Howard. It just works.
I think every single one of them deserves that great honor of us putting in that little MP3 in there, because it really is.
You know what, Tori? To separate them, I think this is one of the easier episodes we've also done recently in recent memory. Where everything really did just work.
Yeah.
On top of that, MP3, I think they also deserve maybe a little JPEG of Todd.
Oh, maybe like a fresh, shiny JPEG of Todd to go in there with it, because who doesn't love looking at Todd? God, he's so fucking cute.
Not an MOV. You're not getting an MOV, but you'll get an MP3 and a JPEG. It's truly the highest honor we can bestow upon you.
It truly is the highest honor, and I think that this is just the best Skyrim has ever looked, and I think that you guys should all get all of these mods to vastly, vastly improve how your game is going to look and perform, shockingly. But I think in the meantime, we should just let you know that if you have a mod to suggest that you want us to feature on the show, you can just suggest those on Twitter. I will be at Lurking Lion.
I will be at Subtly Cool. God damn, did we download like more Wolves mod for today? You can find me on Twitter at Subtly Cool. You can find us all on Twitter at Shapeless Media. However, the best place, as always, leave your mod suggestions in the comments. You know, if you have any thoughts about today, if you have anything you want to shoot the shit about, just hang out in the comments. And hey,
just hang out.
If this is your first time viewing us, why don't you check out our podcast? It goes up on Fridays. It's called Baseless Claims. If you like the back and forth of this show, I think you're really going to like the podcast.
I think you should give it a shot. And hey, if you don't want to like open up a YouTube browser, we're on Spotify, we're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, anywhere that you want to listen to the show. We're gonna be there, so check it out and give us a follow on those platforms. It's gonna really help out the show. But Tyler, my eyes are so sexually wet right now. My eyeballs are just being turned on by all of these. At this point, I'll say it. Todd's beautiful pixels.
Yeah, they're dripping. My eyes are absolutely dripping right now.
Yeah,
it's so beautiful.
I think we need to dip before we do go blind from...
Before we gush from our eyes. Before we finally just gush out of our eyes.
Gross.
Oh, yep, Slugger. Right there. Right in my batting cage.